There's a reason a man who owns over 180 cars still got excited about this one. Not a Ferrari, not a McLaren, but a Corvette. And not just any Corvette, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X. So the question is, what did Jay Leno see that most people completely missed? Because let's be honest, when people hear Corvette, they don't exactly think world-destroying supercar. They think midlife crisis, loud uncle energy, or I just got promoted vibes. But this one might actually embarrass cars that cost 3 times more. Yeah, America didn't come to play. Now here's where it gets interesting. Jay Leno isn't just some rich guy buying toys. This is a man who owns steam cars from the 1900s, drives his cars regularly, not just garage queens, and has seen every automotive trend come and go. So when he buys something, it's not hype, it's not branding, it's engineering. And sometimes it's history being made right in front of him. Because here's the truth nobody wants to admit. For years, America wasn't winning the supercar race. Europe had Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Porsche, and America had affordable performance. Basically, fast, but not feared. But then, something changed. Chevrolet stopped asking, how do we make a good sports car? And started asking, how do we build something that scares Ferrari owners? Enter the mid-engine revolution. The moment the Corvette moved its engine behind the driver, everything changed. Balance, grip, acceleration. Suddenly, this wasn't just a Corvette anymore. It was a problem. And now, with the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X, it's not just a problem, it's a full-blown international incident. Somebody call Europe. Tell them to tighten their seatbelts. Love this content? Quickly subscribe and turn on the notification bell before we continue. So what exactly made Jay Leno go, yeah, I need this in my garage? First, power. We're talking about a machine that doesn't just go fast, it teleports. Twin-turbo V8 insanity, pushing numbers that used to belong only to hypercars. And if that wasn't enough, there's electrification in the mix too. Which means instant torque, brutal launches, and acceleration that feels like your organs just filed a complaint. This car doesn't ask, do you want to go fast? It asks, are you emotionally prepared? Because once you hit that pedal, your ancestors feel it. Now here's where Jay Leno's perspective becomes different from everyone else. To most people, this car is about speed. To him, it's about what it represents. This is America saying, we're done being the underdog. For decades, American cars were big, loud, straight-line fast, but not refined, not precise, not surgical. But this is American muscle that went to engineering school. It's like taking a bodybuilder and teaching him ballet, still strong, but now terrifyingly graceful. From the outside, the ZR1X looks like it's moving, even when it's parked. Sharp lines, aggressive stance, air vents everywhere like it's trying to breathe faster than you. And inside, it's no longer cheap plastic Corvette. This is driver-focused cockpit, premium materials, technology that actually makes sense. Jay Leno has always loved cars you can use, and this is a supercar you can drive without needing therapy afterward. Because let's be real, some supercars feel like they hate you. This one, it respects you. Still fast enough to scare you, but polite enough not to ruin your day. But here's the deeper reason, the one nobody talks about. Jay Leno didn't just buy the ZR1X because it's fast. He bought it because it marks a turning point, a moment in time where American engineering caught up, then quietly passed expectations. This car isn't just competing anymore, it's redefining the category. And collectors like Leno, they don't just collect cars, they collect moments in history. And this moment might be the one where people look back and say, yeah, that's when America took over the supercar game. But here's where it gets even crazier, because when Jay Leno actually drove the ZR1X, he noticed something unexpected, something that made him question everything we thought we knew about speed. And trust me, it's not what you think. So when Jay Leno finally got behind the wheel of the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X, he wasn't expecting to be surprised. I mean, this is a man who's driven everything, from century-old steam cars to million-dollar hypercars. But this made him pause. And when Jay Leno pauses, you know something unusual just happened. Because normally, when you drive something this fast, you prepare for chaos, noise, vibration, a mild heart attack. But instead, he got something else entirely. Control. That's the word he kept coming back to. Not just speed, control. The ZR1X doesn't feel like it's trying to kill you. It feels like it's working with you. The steering is sharp, but not twitchy. The power is insane, but not unpredictable. It's like the car is constantly saying, "Relax, I got you." And that's rare, because most cars in this league, they don't assist you, they challenge you. This car doesn't throw you into the deep end. It hands you a jetpack and teaches you how to fly mid-air. No pressure. Here's what really caught Leno off guard. This isn't just raw horsepower. It's intelligent performance. With hybrid assistance kicking in instantly, there's no waiting, no lag, no "hold on, let me think about it." You press the pedal and the car responds like it already read your mind. That's the difference between fast cars and next-generation fast cars. At this point, the ZR1X isn't accelerating, it's teleporting with confidence. If speed had Wi-Fi, this thing would have full bars. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the garage. How does this stack up against European legends, cars from brands that have dominated for decades? According to Leno, this is where things get uncomfortable. Because the ZR1X delivers comparable performance, similar precision, equal or even better usability, but at a fraction of the price. And that's dangerous, not just for competitors, but for the entire idea of what a supercar is supposed to be. It's like showing up to a luxury party wearing something cheaper and still being the best dressed. Now everybody's asking questions. But let's keep it real. Because even Jay Leno doesn't pretend any car is perfect, there are things he noticed. Small things, but worth mentioning. At extreme limits, the car can feel too composed, almost like it filters out some of the drama. And for some drivers, that drama is part of the thrill. Also, purists might say it's not the same without that old-school rawness. And they're not wrong. But that's the trade-off. It's like upgrading from a wild roller coaster to a fighter jet. Still intense, just a lot more controlled, and slightly less screaming. At the end of the day, Jay Leno didn't just see the ZR1X as another fast car. He saw it as a signal, a shift in direction, a moment where performance, technology, and accessibility finally met in one place. This isn't about beating Europe. It's about redefining expectations. And for a guy who has spent decades watching the auto industry evolve, that's exciting. Because when someone like Jay Leno gets excited, it's not hype. It's history tapping him on the shoulder like, "Hey, you might want to keep this one." So yeah, the 2026 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1X is fast. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it's impressive. But that's not why it matters. It matters because it changes the conversation from "Can America compete?" to "Who's trying to catch up now?" And if this is where things are going, then this might not just be America's ultimate supercar, it might be the beginning of a whole new era. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit subscribe because we're breaking down the stories behind the machines that changed everything. And tell me in the comments,